what we're going to cover in this video is the moment that people give up and why they just miss out on the thing that they've been working so hard for because they just couldn't see the consistency adding up over time. And it comes down to two key principles. It's optimism, too much of it sometimes, and leverage. So my name's Angus, I'm a chiro. I'm trying to help chiros get better at marketing themselves and attracting people to them with personal branding. I personally believe that the perception of the world of chiropractors isn't that great because we're not that good at explaining it to people. So we're here to change that. And what we're going to go through is two key concepts. The first one is by Hormozy. I can't remember what he called it. I think it's an entrepreneur's journey. Second one is the leverage trap, and this is from a mentor of mine, Tom Young's. And they both play a part with each other. So we'll start off with Hormozy's idea of the entrepreneurial journey. And this one, truly, it covers optimism. And last week I got told by my boy Jarek that I need to get rid of the chalkboard because my chalk keeps snapping. What I've done is just gone and got thicker chalk. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to snap these. But anyway, on this side, we're talking optimism. So what happens is we get brilliant ideas and we start here. We get excited. So this is like an uninformed optimism where we don't know what's involved to achieve success, but we're just excited about it because we've got an idea. So in my world, it's chiro starting an Instagram page, posting a couple of times. And they're like, this is easy, it's fun. Then after a while, they put in enough work to realize that they don't know how much they don't know, and they realize there's too much to learn. And they sit at this cliff where they decide, okay, it's overwhelming. Like, this is too much for me. I can't take it on. I don't know if I have the time to fully commit to this. So then what starts to happen is they stop, or they start to slide down, they get confused, they get frustrated, and they hit rock bottom. And then at that point, you've got a decision to make. You can either go, okay, I need to get some more informed decisions and to keep my optimism so I can keep going the way I want to go, or I'm going to give up. I'm going to burn out. And most people, the majority, burn out. Okay, they're just like, nah, it's too hard, it's overwhelmed, I'm too busy, doesn't bring patients in anyway, so they just give up. And that's their little journey until one day they go, I don't have enough new patients, I should start posting on social media. So they go back to there, and then they live in that circle for the rest of their career. The other people, they go, okay, I don't know what I don't know, but I know this is still a good idea, so I'm going to do it with a bit of strategy. So they go out and they get the training, and they start to systematically chip away at being optimistic, but being informed, actually knowing what they need to know to be successful. And over time, if they stay consistent, that's when they have their success. Cool. So that is the optimism and how to control it. It purely just comes from uninformed versus informed. And if you have the stamina to keep going and know that you don't know what you don't know, but just apply the concept that I'm going to learn, that's the biggest thing. So how does this apply then to the leverage trap? So this here is time, and then this one is impact or reach, like how much you're actually getting back for the time you're putting in. When we all start, this is no matter who you are, what profession you're in, if you are posting online, there's this 1-to-1 ratio. Sometimes it's 1-to-0, it feels, but the amount of work that you put in when you start something, you get a direct one result back, okay? So and that's a representative of this line right here. So that is a 1-to-1 ratio. So in other words, we have no leverage. We're picking up exactly what we can pick up. We're getting nothing else out of it. So with time, we stick to this 1-to-1, and you would think that, reach and growth and consistency would just be 1-to-1 like that. It'd just be like a linear line, but it's not, because a lot of the time you feel like you're invisible because you're posting and you're getting, maybe your mum likes the photo, maybe you get a comment every now and then, but a lot of the time you're sort of stuck around at 200 to 500 views. You just can't seem to break any sort of barriers and you feel like giving up. And that is this moment right here. So that entire time that you're doing non-leveraged work, so 1-to-1 efforts, you are just sitting down in here. And this is more what it feels like, where You're putting all this effort in, you're getting no return whatsoever, and you're busting your ass and you feel like it's for nothing. And the reason it feels like it's for nothing is because you've got no leverage. So you're just working one for one. Most people are going to give up in that phase. That's these guys. They've had enough. That time period, I think, exists to make it hard because otherwise everyone would do it. The only people that win this are consistent. And from what I've seen and from what Tom has told me as well, that time period can be 2 years for most people. And I don't know how many people have got the stamina for 2 years to consistently post and get no return for it. Not many. And I think it's designed that way because then the people who win, they win exponentially. So if you can stick it out. Now, 2 years is just a rough number. I've been going for about 12 months and I feel now I'm starting to get close. Okay, and what I mean I'm starting to get close is I'm not posting and getting the same result anymore. I'm starting to get ticks, like things are starting to pick up and I can notice the reach is getting further and further and further every single time I post. And if I stay consistent, what's going to happen is, get a green pen, this. So my returns are no longer linear. They will become exponential like this. And what that looks like, should be on the other side. There. And what that looks like. So I make a post back here and I say, hey, send me a message if you want this free thing so I can get your email and message you and hopefully you become a client. I do that 5 times and I get 3 messages. Cool. Keep doing that for as long as you can. Then now you post and you go, hey, put a post up. Who wants it? So I can have your email. And I might put 1 post up and I get 5 emails. And you can see the leverage has changed. So over time, I've gone from a 1-to-1 and it feels like less than 1-to-1, it usually is, to now it's 1-to-5. And you think, oh, I'm actually starting to get some progress. When you see the creators online who have been doing this for years and years and years and years, they put 1 post up and they might get 11,000 emails. And you think, how the hell does that work? But we are seeing those people who are up here when we're back here thinking, I put a post up and I can't even get my mum to like it. They're putting up a post and getting 11,000 emails. That's leverage, okay? And you just need to stay in the game long enough to be able to get there. So whenever you see someone say, oh, I posted 1 email and got 1 post and got all this stuff back, look at how many posts they've done. They've probably done like 1,000 to 4,000 posts and you've done 10. Time is what separates the people and gets leverage. If you can get beyond uninformed optimism, past the overwhelm and realize what you need to learn, put in that through time and just continue to get better and better and better and just focus on the goal of serving people, this time will pass. I can't believe it's been 12 months since I left my job and started this business. I now just feel like I know what I'm doing and that I'm about to take off, but it's taken time to get there and I've wanted to give up for 12 months in a row. You are going to feel the exact same, but I can guarantee you if you just stick to it, just continue doing the good work. 5 posts and 1 person gives you an email, perfect. That's a win. Just keep chipping away. Then one day that ratio will flip and you won't be going 1-to-1 anymore. It'll start to get a bit more exponential and a bit more exponential. Next thing you know, you're getting too many people come in. And that's leverage. That's how you flip it from consistency and optimism, inform it, learn what you need to know, and then use leverage to apply to your business and grow beyond there. So that's the 2 biggest things. And that's why so many people give up right before they're about to take off. You know, they stick to it. They're optimistic, they're uninformed, it's too hard. I'll start again. And every time you do this cycle, you go back and you start again because usually you've got a new avatar or a new message. So every time you have a new thing, you've got to start all over. Consistency is the key. Let it grow with you. Be optimistic, but be informed. And you'll see over time, you'll look back one day and you'll go, oh, wow, geez, I'm glad I went through that 2-year period because now look at me, I'm so much better. 2 years is just a guideline, by the way. But yeah, that's the leverage trap. So if you're in it right now, I know there's a couple of young guys doing it with me, stick to it. It's 100% worth it. And you will look back on this one day and go, oh yeah, I was like here geez, I'm glad I didn't give up. And you'll look at other people and you'll be like, oh, dude, just stop. Like, you're never going to get beyond that if you don't just decide to commit. But hey, each to their own. So that's the lesson on leverage. Stick to it, be consistent, be optimistic, but be informed.